Take a look. Take a look. Oh my goodness. I'm back here again because there's always something going on. All right. Now, you noticed, you noticed all the smog or the stuff in the air that's coming down and sort of choking you out? Yeah. It's coming from Canada. Now, if you have ever had a cookout and you used wood, or you go chop off, some part of a tree, and then you put the little, stuff within the, what do you call it? Doggone it. Come on, help me out here. The cooking machine? Please put it in there because I sort of forgot I'm getting old, all right? I'm getting old. Well, you notice that you get like a little, like a crazy taste in your mouth, and that doesn't come from wood. So, my thing is this. What's going on in Canada? What's going on in Canada to where the smoke is coming down here and it doesn't have a taste like firewood? Hmm. Yeah, very interesting. But that's not what I want to talk about. Let me see. This right here is in my face. I can't quite see. All right, this is a little better. Doggone, I'm sorry, it makes a bad video. All right, now there is a whole lot going on, as I always say, but however, this is bigger than what we seem to believe it is. Now, it's not only what's going on over there in the Hermes Canal, Hermes, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Correct me in the chat. But that has a bigger, kind of cute. It has a bigger, how can I say? It's bigger than what's being let on. There is a lot of plates that are turning, and we're just trying to just keep up with one at a time, but they're all going at the same time. Now, the US needs some money. Bad. Okay, very bad. And what is the best way of getting money? The W.A.R, right? That's how we get our money, right? Wait, let me, 'cause I can't see. And hold on for a second. I do apologize. So we have the big WAR. Right. Okay. This is not working the way I want it to. Okay. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. I do apologize. Okay. All right. Hey, how you doing, that fam? How's it going? How's it going? Okay, let me turn this down. All right. So, hey, how you doing? Hi, how you doing, Melissa? I'm so silly. All right. So, what's going on over there at the canal over there in the Middle East? Now we got to stop and think. What is that really about? Because it's really easy to blame the Ivory country, and we do. We do. I know I do from time to time. We do. But there's something about that canal. It's 20% of the world's oil and gas, and where different countries are able to trade, right? That right there is very true. It's 20%. But but is it a way to sort of stop the Red Dragon country from being able to? Hey, how you doing, Chris? How you doing? Um, is it is the U.S. trying to sort of stop the Red Dragon country from getting more oil and gas, and basically to sort of isolate them? Now, keep in mind, they own a lot of property over here. Not only property, but they have secret labs here. Now, if you know, I know it, and I'm the last one to know almost everything, or as they say up north, everything, right? Then it is a secret that's not so much of a secret anymore, into where other countries own farmland, and what country is it? I know it's not Iran, but it's another country that their whole diet is off of alfalfa, but alfalfa is outlawed because of the extreme water needed. But then they're growing alfalfa in Arkansas. Quite interesting, right? So, so we got to stop and think. What is all of this really about? Now, other presidents and governors basically sold out the United States. They did. Prime example. And not only governors, but you have the mayor. Now, Mayor Adams of what is it called? New York City sold out to Qatar while he was police chief, and they were on. They 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 were paying him since 2014. So you got to sit there and ask yourself, did they prop him in the position that he was in as far as being mayor? And what deals did he make? Because a lot of people did come to to New York City, and they have a high rate of a certain amount of people that I just don't need no damn issues from. I mean, it's too much for me, right? So, so you have this, and you have the war going on, and you have cutting off the Red Dragon country to which they are reaching out to the Middle East along with rushing waters. So there's a lot to this. Now, understand this. We are backing Zelensky. I know I'm going back over some things, but however, there's new information coming out that's making the connections even stronger. Now, Putin came out and said, "Hey, hey, look, world. You know the president of Zelensky is a part of the people that you can't mention. He's one of those people right there, and he is on my back, on my bumper. Now, if you go back to the 40s, right, during that war, 40s, yeah, during the 40s, and there were about 20 million Russian waters that were eliminated at that time frame. And who did they blame before they left there and went to Germany? This stuff is very deep. So they're heavily within the United States, and the United States basically gives this country everything until now. Ask yourself, why now cut the cord? What is it now that the presidents before, but now President Trump will do that other presidents did not even consider to do? Jack says, if voting changed a thing, they would let you do it. Okay. Politics is a theater. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So we are basically, I'm going to deviate for a second. So we are basically saying, Republicans, I hate you. You suck. Oh, Democrats, you smell like musty sardines. Whatever it may be. So we go back and forth, and that's the people. We are so divided that they're able to take a Mack truck and go right up 95, I-95. So in that case, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And we were screaming, "Oh my goodness, NATO is going to come over here. I mean, the United Nations is going to come over here and take over the United States." It wasn't the United Nations. Guess who's? Damn, I got bit by a fly. Damn, that thing hurt. But guess who is? Guess who the United States has teamed with to train our police officers? The country you cannot mention. So it wasn't NATO at all, but it was that country. Now, again, going back to what I said about President Trump and removing himself or the United States from this, because before you heard the Democrats and the Republicans pledging allegiance to that country over there, not even to the United States. So you got to stop and say, well, wait a minute. Wait, yo, Broham, let me ask you a question. Are we a free country? Do we have our sovereignty? Does the not the Declaration of Independence, but does the I'm getting bit again. Does the Constitution have legs? Does it bite? Hey, Tristan, how you doing? So when you say, Jax, does voting work? Oh, look at that. Oh, great timing. Let me see if I can bring it over. I want you to see. I don't know if you can see that Marine One over there. Marine Ones, they bring people to and from different military installations. That's Bowling Air Force Base over there. I hope you can see it. Please, I hope you can. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, it's going to do a U turn. But however, sorry about that interruption. I sort of like look at things like that. Who's coming? Who's going? And how did that affect us? So, so it looks like that Benny Ben is going to be there by himself. Benny Ben is getting ready to go to jail. Now that this is all theater, right? And they're saying that President Trump has 34 felonies. Okay, I'm going to tie this in real quick for you. Since when answer this uh, answer this question. Since when has a man who cheated on his wife with a woman that walks the street at nighttime and gets paid for what she does, right? And it's fair exchange. You have the woman of the light, the lady of the night, and you pay her for her services, right? And then she comes back 8 years later and says, "Hey, Trump, you cheap bastard, you should have given me more money." Now, if you would have dealt with Bill Clinton, he was giving out, well, back in the 90s, he was giving out almost $1 million. Oh my goodness. He was giving out almost $1 million. And that was back then in Arkansas when he was governor. And he was doing certain things that Paula Smith said okay to. Then, what's her name? Oh my goodness. What's her name? Monica Lewinsky, a young girl, got caught up in something really huge, but which I think that she's not as innocent as she was led to be, or to be presumed, right? Then from her, that's a little background. Now Trump wasn't even a president or even a politician at the time when he did this back in 2008. He was a businessman, and businessmen are notoriously cheap. I'm going to say this again for the people in the back room, all the way in the back, sitting back there. Yes, businessmen are notoriously cheap. If they can get something on sale and get it for 50% off the clearance rack, and get 20% off there, if they can get it next to nothing, they will. And that's exactly what Stormy Daniels did. Now, whatever Democrat, and I'm saying Democrats, because keep in mind, Trump was a lifelong Democrat. And I'm going to get back over to the Middle East. I'm just tying some stuff up. Lifelong Democrat, and all of a sudden they turn their back on him. The question is why? Why are they turning their back on him? When he donated to their campaigns, he gave Donald Trump whatever he wanted because he paid the most, right? Let's keep that in mind. He paid a lot of money to a Democrat or a Republican. That's what business people do. They give money to get certain favors, even though the favor is supposed to simply be a vote. That vote is a job. Well, them running for office or their candidacy is a job application, and our votes are either yay or nay. Let's not lose sight of it, right? Oh, it makes it a little bit more windy out here than what I. Okay. Okay. Damn, I'm getting bit up by these flies. Down here on the water, these flies are about that big. Whoa, about that big. Okay, hold on for a second. I don't want this to fall. All right, that should hold. All right. Okay. Now, I remember, was it back in 1995, somewhere around there? That's when all the senators and Congress people had to sign Pledge of Allegiance to over there, to that country over there in the Middle East that we're helping out and giving all the money and arms to. You had to Pledge of Allegiance to them, not to the Constitution, not to the American people, no, to them, right? And everything that was going through had something to do with them. It didn't care about the American people. They wanted the doors open, the borders open. Why? Who benefited from having those doors open? Who benefits from the fighting over there in Ormuz? And keep in mind, Benny Ben wrote a book about all the people or all the countries that he wanted to sort of get rid of, or not get rid of, but sort of conquer. But they're not the ones who's conquering it. It's the people that they had the most leverage over, which happens to be Americans. But for some reason, damn it, I'm getting bit up like crazy here. But for some reason, we got some perverts here. We got some serious perverts, and they're blackmailing them. And then if they're not perverts, then they're made to look like them. So it's not only politicians. The big thing going on was the Me Too. Who started that? Alyssa Milano was running around saying, believe all women. Damn it. I know I'm jumping around. Please forgive me. Believe all women. Um, I don't believe the woman down the street. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. No. Some things need to be investigated and looked into, but not just take somebody's word for it. Now, with all that in mind, all of a sudden, you start having these bigger pockets of people from the Middle East, right? Then when damn it, Joe Biden all of a sudden allowed many Palestinians within the United States because they help the United States, um, which I find a little interesting. I do. I find that interesting. There's some things I can't say because I don't want to get my video taken down because I had a couple of them taken down. Thank you, Nancy Pelosi. Hope you fall on the banana peel, but that's just my little 2 cents, right? But with all of this going on, back to the Middle East and the Strait of Hormuz, if the United States keeps the Red Dragon country, and it's not even Russian waters at all. Russian waters has nothing to do with this. It is the Red Dragon country. I'm sorry. Yeah, the Red Dragon country. Now they have their hands in Nicaragua. Same with Russian waters. They're over there too. You have the Red Dragon country down there in Mexico. Now, I have people who told me that there are a large number of Chinese Red Dragon people down there in Mexico. So you got to ask yourself why. What are they doing down there? Are they just looking for some chalupas? Damn it! These big flies are biting the mess out of me. Oh man, it sucks. It sucks. Now, what does that mean for Americans? What does that mean for Americans? And when I say Americans, I mean you too, naturalized citizens, because you're not going to sit here and be American on one hand and then be something else on the other. If you're American and you're a naturalized citizen, your ass is American, period. Damn it, I'm getting bit up like crazy. Now, having said all that, the point to all of this is the United States, American citizens are the very last republic, not a democracy. We are the last republic of the people, by the people, for the people. Don't get it twisted. And believe me, it's not communism. No, the republic is not communism. Democracy is, but not the republic. Now, if we, the people, lose our rights that the Democrats want us to basically get rid of because we want to arm ourselves from a tyrannical government and also from a foreign country trying to take over our foreign government, then if we don't have those rights and we don't have a right to bear arms, then we're going to be taken over. Now, I said this before and I'm going to say it again. This gentleman made a clip. He's in the military and he happened to have an opportunity to talk to a Russian waters general. And the American guy said, "How comes you never tried to take over the United States?" He said, "It's not that we didn't try. We had contingencies for your military." He said, but what we didn't have were contingencies for the people that had pew, pew. And Americans have, there are more pew, pew than there are people within the United States. So what what army can defeat a country that is armed? Not a one. So you got to stop and think, who wants us? Hey, how you doing? Ah! Oh man. Oh, can I put your dog in here real quick? Could you put your dog if I can't? Now look at this little cutie pie. Oh my god, I'm not gonna cutie pie right here. Oh, you see yourself? You see yourself? Oh, you see yourself? Oh, you're so cute. You still owe me a steak dinner. You owe me a steak dinner. I want it too. I want fried onions and mushrooms on a T-bone. Well done. I'm so silly. But we are the last. And Donald Trump, whether if you like him or hate him, it really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is how do we keep this country sovereign? How do we keep from being taken over? Now, if you look, let me think of something real quick. If you look at other countries, and yeah, I've been getting on Cameroon for a little bit. Cameroon has been taken over by France for a long time. France is still there, a little bit here, a little bit there, but they're not so much in the government. But who is in the government is the Red Dragon country. They're basically saying, hey, damn it, I'm getting bit. Hey, I will help develop your country. I'll make roads. I'll give you money. And the money doesn't go to the people. The people don't uprise and get pissed off and say, look, there's more of us than you, and we want our money, right? They're not doing that. They're not doing that. But Cameroon has been taken over. Now there's a fight between who gets Cameroon. Is it the United States? Is it the Red Dragon country? Does France come back in? Germany? Germany was there too. Germany, what was the first to colonize Cameroon? Now they're back in it. Damn. Oh, I'm getting bit up. This is too much. I should have brought some bug spray. So just pay close attention. Pay attention to what's going on in Africa. Pay attention to what's going on, and then you're going to see that the United States and the Red Dragon, damn, I'm getting bit, are rushing to get resources because there's going to be a big one. There's going to be a big one, and it's going to hit us economically. We're going to get dealt with. I am so sorry. This is a bad video. I keep on these um these big flies are biting the crap out of me. But it's not good at all. But just give it a thought. Give it a thought. And as you're thinking, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. On that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.